way, and it's a really exciting time. We love conference. We love the opportunity to meet each other and see each other again and to have an opportunity to do these things. So tonight we're very fortunate to have one of our national marketing directors and some of her team members on the line with us here tonight. Karen, are you there?
I'm here, Pat. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Karen Johnson is from Columbus, Ohio, and she has team members spread in various parts of the country. And she and her team members tonight are going to talk to us about getting ready to blast off for conference. So, Karen, I'd just like to turn the call over to you at this point.
Great, Pat. Thanks so much, and welcome everybody to this evening's International Cortese Call. So excited to be here with some of my amazing team members. I have Dr. Jill Moore on the line with me, a qualifying National Marketing Director from Bel Air, Maryland. I have Senior Sales Coordinator Andrea Cavallo from Delta, PA, and I have Darcy Housenet with me, who's a mom of 4 from State College, PA, and also qualifying National Marketing Director. All of these amazing women are moms. Jill's a mom of 3, and Andrea's a mom of 3, and we all have just been able to build this business around our kids. And just so excited to share with you a little bit tonight about our Juice Plus Live events, why we're so excited about them. My journey started 6 years ago, and I will never regret the first time saying yes to our Juice Plus conference, now our Juice Plus Live events. I'm going to start out the call with really talking about the 5 things that I really feel really make people want to be at conference. And this is something that I learned very early on. And basically, when you go to that first Juice Plus Live event, you know, your why is going to become stronger. That's the first thing. It's going to be anchored. You're going to be excited, and you're going to want to continue to grow that business and grow your why. The second thing is really building a bigger belief. Your vision for the business, your vision for the product, all of that will grow. You know, we really learn that term of becoming bulletproof, and that Juice Plus Live event totally will do that for you. You see a whole nother side to this product and this business. The third thing is personal connections with team and sidelines. That's one of the best things that I can share that I've experienced over the last 6 years of being partnered with this company. The fourth thing is connection with corporate. Our business partners and the medical professionals that are there to help us really drive our business and learn more about our product and the industry and the field. And, you know, really when you're there, find them and introduce yourself. You know, they want to meet you. They want you to know that you've found a home and that you're in the right place at the right time. The fifth thing is a positive environment of like-minded people and really feeling that you're connected and that you've aligned yourself with that company that will continue to inspire you and always guide you in the right direction. So with those 5, you know, implemental things that I have always walked away from conference, it's really helped me learn very quickly that 6 years ago when I walked through those conference doors, that reaching National Marketing Director was something I envisioned from the start. And it was something that I never lost sight from. And it happened from conference to conference, just showing up, being there, seeing the big vision, seeing the excitement in people's eyes, knowing that any person that walks through those doors, no matter what your goal or your dream is, you can make it happen. And that's what continues to drive me and drive our team members. I had a major desire to develop a life that we had complete control of. We were a young family. My most recent is now 8 months old, and I also have an almost 7-year-old and a 5-year-old. And just having a young family, it's been such an amazing thing to be able to take charge of our life, and that's what you see at these events. I had abrupt job changes my husband did a few years ago, so health insurance for us was a major. And seeing that vision of National Marketing Director, of all these amazing individuals with all different stories and backgrounds, walk that stage, share their story, it really just upped the commitment to what I was going to give to my business to acquire what I always dreamed of. So it's continued to pave the way for our future as we've raised our 3 kids, of creating a life of financial freedom and time freedom. And visions are often captured at Juice Plus Live events. They're truly endless, from people that you want to partner with. You're sitting in the audience and you're thinking about people you want to partner with and the lives that you'd love to improve. And then also the dreams for your family, and ask yourself, what are your family's dreams? And capture that. Bring it with you. Bring it with you to the Juice Plus Live conference in Anaheim. It's a reminder of why you do this. Your why is everything. It will become everything, and it will change over time. You just never know what's going to happen, and these larger events make you see the big picture of what's really obtainable. Our dream was to build a new home in a 3-year time period. That was what our dream was. And stepping into our very first conference, I knew that I could take those dreams from the back burner and put them on the front burner. And 2.5 years later, we've really been able to do just that. We were just closed on our brand new home, and it was completely fueled by the Juice Plus business. So the visions are endless, and you capture them at these events, the exciting times that, that we have in front of us. So I'm going to open it up a little bit. Everyone's got a little bit of a different spin tonight on why they never miss a conference, and I really want to shine that light on my team members who are here, who've been with me the entire time through this journey the last 6 years. And I'm just really excited to introduce Dr. Jill Moore, who's a chiropractor. Jill, take it away.
Hey, Karen, thank you. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, you're great.
Okay, awesome. Well, Karen, thank you so much, and I love you so much, and I just am so grateful that we were able to meet through this process, and it's been quite a journey. And, my background being in chiropractic, it was such a physically demanding job. So when I actually was introduced to the business, I said no for like 8 months. So now whenever anybody says no to me, I just say not yet. And so I was looking for something, and I didn't see what this had for me at that time. But someone, really stuck with me, fortunately, and finally I was like, I guess I should give this a try. And even on my launch call with Karen, I told her, I was like, this is just nothing but a product, nothing more than just a product on my shelf. And within a week, I was like, I really looked at the business, and I spoke to Karen, I spoke to Beth Leopold, and I was like, I think I could do this. I was like, I think I could be good at this. And I just really grabbed the reins and said, this is what I'm going to do. And they said, to be successful in this business, you need to go to conference, or it was conference at the time, the Juice Plus Live event. And I was like, okay. I really wasn't sure. I was like, gosh, I've been to conferences before. What is this really going to do for me? My hair's already on fire, like I'm excited, but it really wasn't until I went that everything changed. I remember really sitting there and being like, is this really what I want to do? Is this, this is how you do this? And I really saw the big picture, and I saw so many people that were doing it, and so many national marketing directors giving their speeches, and I met so many different people, and I loved the culture. I loved the people that I was meeting, and I said, you know what, if they can do this, I can do this. And I wanted to get as many people to conference as possible going forward, because I wanted them to see what I saw, because I wanted them to see that this could be such a gift for them. I knew I wasn't the only person out there that needed financial security. I remember sitting with my financial planner, and he was like, okay, Jill, when do you want to retire? And I was like, 35 years old, which was 5 years from then. And he was like, okay, how about 65? And I knew that I was never going to make it. I was never physically going to be able to do my job for that long. I just know my body, and unfortunately, I just do not think I'm going to be able to produce that. I had 2 little kids at the time. They were only 18 months apart. I was struggling with chronic pain, anxiety, headaches, and the Juice Plus product absolutely saved my life. It gave me all my energy back. It dropped my pain levels down 80% in the first 2 weeks. I love the product. But you know what? I actually love the business even more because of the changes it's made. I've been able to create a full-time income. I work less than part-time hours in my practice with definite plans of retiring here, or really just doing it whenever I want to do it. And that's really my goal in life, is to do what I want to do, when I want to do it. And the Juice Plus company allows me to do that. And my husband and I were just talking about, I step into this national marketing director position and with my team, and being able to utilize those benefits is just going to be life-changing for us, and it gives us total freedom. And until you really kind of see it and really feel what that feels like, it just feels so intangible. And I think conference really allows you to see so many people can do this, and it just really lights your hair on fire and just really allows you to really see the big picture and share that really effectively with others. And I honestly used my bonus money to get there. You know, I mean, I fast-tracked to VF in 30 days, and I got the $300 bonus, which is now $350. And I got my free conference ticket, and we bunked in rooms together, and I got a cheap flight, and I just made it happen. And, you know, it was really the best money I ever spent. I remember sitting actually at my first conference. They had a breakout training, and I remember Beth Leopold was given $5,000 for having a rapidly growing business by Jeff Roberti at that conference. And I was like, oh, my gosh, I need that. I want that. How do I get that? You know, and I'm a really goal-driven person, so this was just such a great thing for me. And I will tell you, you know, over the last 4.5 years in doing this business, I've had so many different ups and downs and huge challenges, and I always find joy in this business, always. If I want my energy boosted, you know, I really throw myself into this business, and it's just been such an incredible gift. I really don't know where I'd be without it. So with that, I would love to turn it over to my best friend, Andrea Cavillo, and she's going to share her story.
Hi, everybody. Jill, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, great. So, hi, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm really excited to share my experience with you. And I'm sure for all the newbies who are on the line, you know, it's beginning to sink in, if it hasn't before, that, you know, the Juice Plus Live event or conference is a huge game changer. I became a distributor in January of 2013. And I'll never forget when Jill told me literally right after my information was submitted into the virtual office, so we're having a conference in Long Beach, California in April, so get ready to pack your bags because you're coming with me. And I just thought to myself, yeah, okay, Jill. My background is in elementary education, and at the time, I only had my 2 older kids, and we literally just gave up my teaching career on a leap of faith. So literally every single red cent was budgeted out, and I wasn't sure how I was going to fly over to conference. And then during my launch call with Beth Leopold, she brought up conference again. And I began thinking, wow, this is pretty important. I better take a look at the date. And there it was. The Juice Plus Live event was going to be over my daughter's 3rd birthday. I was going to be missing her birthday. And it kind of freaked me out, but I put my worries aside and I worked my business. I fast-tracked to DD in a day and then VF shortly after that. And I was so excited about this business. I was growing. And then I got my free conference ticket email, and the mommy guilt really hit me to the core. But thankfully, with the support and encouragement of my wonderful husband and my parents, I put my big girl pants on and cried the whole way to the airport and up until we boarded the plane. But I did it. I flew across the country to go to my first Juice Plus Live event, and I'm so glad that I did. You know, conference really sets your hair on fire. I thought I was excited before and that I didn't need conference, but I was really wrong. You know, we all need it. I couldn't wait until the fall one that was coming up, and then I looked at the dates, and it was the same weekend as my brother-in-law's wedding, which my entire immediate family was participating in, myself included. So I missed it. And it made me really sad to see all the Facebook posts and pictures and everyone together, and I vowed that I was never going to miss another one. So I kept working my business and made it to sales coordinator, and then life hit me with a series of family tragedies where I just couldn't go to Phoenix in 2014. My business was at a standstill, and I was stuck. I still had the desire to succeed, but something was missing. And then life happened again, and I was so happy to attend the conference in Memphis while expecting our 3rd baby. This was really exciting for me. I brought team with me, and I got to watch them experience their first conference experience. It was amazing, but I was still stuck as sales coordinator. And then I missed Sacramento because my littlest guy was just itty-bitty at the time. But then came Nashville, and I really like to think that everybody has a conference that they claim is theirs. You know, when they hear something or they meet somebody that changes something inside them, or it flips a switch. And for me, that was Nashville. I remember sitting in the audience and hearing Allie Schneider and Heidi Phillips present from the main stage. And at this point, I can't exactly remember what they said specifically, but it was as if a huge light bulb went off. You know, I looked at Karen during our mini team powwow, and I told her, I can do this. I'm going to make SSC for Phoenix. And, you know, this is why we really have to make conference a priority. You just never know when you're going to hear something that flips a switch and it changes you. I heard something from these ladies which was exactly what I needed to hear at that point in my life and my business. And it really put me in a whole new headspace, and I was ready to work. You know, whatever they said made me stronger and more bulletproof, and I wasn't going to let anyone or anything get in the way of my goals anymore. And the other thing is that you just don't know who you're going to meet at conference. You know, in Nashville, I got to meet and to hug, I'm a hugger, somebody who really inspired me to get the job done. So my new teammate and I were running a little late to the conference closing, and we thought we would just run over to our Cortese wrap-up, which was, you know, a little early. But the closing speaker apparently was running late, and the room was literally empty, aside from a few people, one of which was Cheryl Cortese. And I thought to myself, this never happened. Cheryl is standing up there all by herself. I have to go say hi and introduce myself to her because this is like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So I walked up to Cheryl and I introduced myself to her, and she gave me this big hug, and I told her, my name's Andrea Cavallio, and I'm trying to make SSC for Phoenix. And Cheryl looked at me right in the eye, and that big smile she had just turned so serious, and she goes, no, Andrea, you will make it to SSC for Phoenix. And that solidified it for me. I had to do it now. I mean, Cheryl told me I had to, so I had to. But, you know, I did it. I actually did it. Nashville fueled me with so much energy that nothing was going to stop me. You know, my team and I, we got to work, and we didn't stop. And the excitement and the momentum that you bring home with you from conference, that's what changes your business. That's what helps you and your business grow. And I haven't missed a conference since Nashville, and I don't plan on it, because you just never know which conference is going to be yours, the one that changes you and just turns that light bulb on. And that's why each and every Juice Plus Live event must be a priority. So now I'm going to turn it over to my wonderful friend, Darcy.
Thank you, Andrea. I just love listening to all of these stories. It just gets me so excited about the Juice Plus Live event. And it's really hard to believe that it's less than 30 days away now. So I truly love hearing everyone's adventure to conference, because everyone has their own journey. And we share these with you tonight knowing that we all come from different backgrounds, yet we've all overcome some obstacles or struggles to make conference a priority. And we just really hope that you can relate to one of us, maybe a couple of us, and just really encourage you to take that next step in your business if you haven't already. And as Karen and Andrea both said, my name's Darcy Hausnick, and I live in State College, Pennsylvania, and I have 4 kiddos. They are 7, 5, 3, and 1. So I completely understand when people say they're busy. I get it. However, my children are my why, and I refuse to let them be an excuse. I know that by leaving them for just a few days here and there, that it's providing me an opportunity to be a bigger part of their lives, because that's what I'm doing. I'm building a lasting business. So my adventure to conference is probably a little bit different than many. I met Karen, who's my sponsor, 5 years ago through a mutual friend, and she had shared Juice Plus with me, and it immediately made sense to me. I was one of those that signed up as a distributor and a customer all in the same day, and I wasn't positive what I wanted out of the business, but I was a fairly new stay-at-home mom, and although I loved being home with my children, I just was really missing that sense of accomplishment that I got when I was teaching in the classroom. So I'd gotten to DD fairly quickly, but then there I sat. However, I continued to watch many people move through the compensation plan, Sideline Buddies, and also my sponsor, Karen. I had been listening to a few calls here and there, but the longer I was home with my kids, the more I was longing for something to be successful at. Because let's face it, for all you parents out there, we don't always feel successful at parenting. So I was watching my husband's business boom and take off despite the falling economy, and I knew that I wanted something too. I wanted something more than just that title of stay-at-home mom. And so as I sat at DD for nearly a year, Karen approached me about conference, and she invited me to come along and just really check out what this company was all about. And I remember her telling me, you've got to come, you've got to come. And I was pregnant with my third, and honestly, to be completely truthful, I wasn't sure that I was going to find someone to take care of 3 children once the third one arrived. So I thought, you know what, if I'm going to get away for a couple days, this is the time. This conference was in Long Beach, California, and I had never been there before, so I figured, what do I got to lose? I loved all things health and nutrition, and I knew that I was going to walk away learning something, but I also knew that I needed to focus on myself and really kind of take that step away to figure out exactly what it was that I wanted to have for myself. You know, what was I going to do with this business? And boy, did I have my eyes opened. I was shocked at the amount of positive energy at conference. It truly is the most happiest, most upbeat, most group of positive people on the planet. I was welcomed by open arms by our leaders, and I felt like I was walking away with 1,000 new friends. And I'm sure many of you that are on the line tonight and have been to conference, you can all relate to the same thing. You know, it's great to chat with people on the phone or through email or, you know, have your team cheering you on through Facebook or Voxer, but to meet these people face-to-face, that was even better. I truly, I remember being like a little kid at Christmas, anxiously awaiting to see Dr. Sears, to get my picture taken with him, and they have meet and greet booths that are there. I also remember seeing several small children in attendance and thought, wow, how amazing is this? So this company truly is a family company, and I later learned about they offered a family viewing area. So I was a bit overwhelmed the first day, but it was in such an amazing way. You know, my mind was going a mile a minute, as was my hand, but I had a brand new list of people on my memory jogger, and that's exactly what conference does. New people come to mind, new ideas come to mind. And by the third day, I was just in awe watching people literally sprint for seats to get the best seat in the house for the NMD speeches. And I didn't quite understand it at first, but after listening to just a few speeches, I realized how moving they are. I was laughing. I had tears rolling face, and I was inspired after listening to just a few. And it was at that point that I remember thinking to myself, I want to be walking across the stage with my beautiful family. You know, hearing these people's stories of hope and adversity, if they could do it, why couldn't I? And so I left Long Beach feeling very inspired and ready to conquer the world. They say that bulletproof, you get bulletproof when you attend conference. In fact, I came home, I fast-tracked to VS, and here I am just a few years later getting ready to step into the top position with the company. And my only regret is that I didn't go sooner. You know, conference gave me that confidence to reach out to those people who are on my dream team, but it also on my chicken list. Everybody's got a chicken list, and I left feeling more confident after listening to the best of the best trainers, and I promise you, anyone that goes to conference will walk away inspired and changed, and you will truly see the heart of our company. And today, it's just like a big family reunion. It is so much fun, and I still walk away with more names in my memory joggers, more ideas. I walk away with feeling more confident, and because of that, my business continues to grow. And think of it this way. You know, you invest time and money into other things to set yourself up for success, such as college. Why would this be any different? You know, give yourself the chance. If you really want something, you can absolutely be creative and make it happen. So reach out to your team, figure out a way to make this happen, because it is a decision, I promise you, you won't regret. So I'm going to toss it back over to Karen. Karen, would you like to close us up here?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, thank you guys so much. You did it absolutely amazing. I'm so proud to work with you every day, call you my friends and my business partners. And, yeah, as you heard it out there, we're about 23 days away. You know, begin to finalize your itinerary for the Juice Plus Live agenda, begin to plan, do everything possible to get there. You truly won't regret it. And one of my favorite quotes is from Martin Luther King Jr., and it says, take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. And with that, just have an all-in mentality. You know, let's change our futures together. Let's do this. You can change your life. You can change your best friend's life. Just get as many people there with you. So thanks, everyone, so much. We'll see you in Anaheim.
Yeah, Karen, Thank you so very much. You know, your team members that joined you here tonight have got me excited. I'm about ready to go to my 50th Juice Plus conference.
Amazing.
And that's exciting, let me tell you. And when I hear these young gals talking about their life and the things that have happened in them, it makes me feel really excited and thankful that I've had 24 years with this company and with this great product and with this opportunity. And so I would like to thank Karen Johnson and her team, Dr. Jill, Andrea, and Darcy for sharing with us their stories about conference. If you're not excited, you're not ever going to be excited after hearing what these gals had to say tonight. I appreciate you all. Thank you for sharing your insights and your enthusiasm with us about Juice Plus Live in Anaheim, California. Hope to see you all there. Have a great night. Goodbye now.
Thanks, Pat. Good night, everyone.